always wondered that is it the management or is it the human resource? What I mean is, let's say I have a property, I am really bad at managing it, okay? You walk in or you walk into that, you see the lazy staff dressed up in athletic wear and stuff like that. Do you think the solution is if you would come, then you would, it's just a training program that is so bad at my place that I just don't know how to train them? Or it is that we'll literally have to change everything from bottoms up? What is that?
Well, I think it starts with the management, right? It starts with the training, but it's not as easy to just say do this. You have to give them an incentive of why they're invested to react that way for the property. Do they see themselves in the life cycle of the asset? Okay. Right? What's that mean to them as a staff member?
Okay.
And how do they fit into the investment process? Okay. Right? And so that's the challenge. That's the challenge. You have to find people that are invested. You have to train them accordingly, but then they can still be complacent.
Yeah.
So there's a phrase that I've always said is that you have to hire slowly and fire quickly.
Okay.
Because their complacency becomes an infection on the rest of your property. It affects the residents. It's an infection to the rest of your staff. And if you don't move quickly to remove that, the rest of your staff automatically believe that that is an appropriate action.
Yeah, that is okay.
Absolutely.
That should not be.
Absolutely.
Teddy said it really well, and I'll break it down very elementary. Does the person I hired care? Mm-hmm. And are they really invested in the betterment of the property? Yeah. And how do you get that? You have to explain the why. Like, why are they there? They're there to run a multi-million-dollar operation, and they're going to have to work hard, and they're going to have to be dedicated. That goes into the management company and the training and everything. But you can't teach somebody to care. You can't teach somebody to work hard. That's inside. And when you hire, that's why I'm not big on resumes. I'm not big on what their history is. Because I need them to work hard, I need them to care and be dedicated, and I'll teach them everything else. Like, student housing is not rocket science.
Yeah, we chatted about that.
I mean, it's just not.
Well, now you tell us.
Yeah. we're not doing brain surgery here, right?
We're not.
We're in customer service. We're trying to make people happy. We're trying to rent beds. And if you have people that outwork the competition and truly care, you're going to win.
That is
But Teddy's right. You have to invest in hiring.
Yes.
You have to vet. You have to recruit. You have to have multiple people talk to it. You know how easy it is to fool somebody in a 30-minute interview?
It is.
It's super easy.
Super easy.
But if you have multiple people that are doing interviews on multiple days and you can collaborate and then maybe have a group interview at the end, you can't bullshit through 3 different interviews. You just can't do it.
You can't do it.
But you can through one. So you have to invest in interviewing. And how do you invest in interviewing? You have to teach your people how to interview. You can't just expect that they know how to hire somebody. Yeah. I'm really good at hiring people, but I invested to get good at hiring people. And you have to work at it, and you have to train people. You can't just tell your new manager, hey, go hire your team. Like, well, I've never interviewed somebody before. Well, train them how to interview so they can hire the best person.
I like that. I always wondered the same thing, and in my team, whenever we're hiring at Amber or any company I've ever worked with, I've always tried to understand how can I build an intent. You cannot teach intent. You cannot train people to have a good intent. I think so. And to work hard, you need to have intent. You can learn. You can upskill yourself. You can invest in yourself. You can probably train yourself. But if you don't have the intent, if I am going into student housing and I don't have the intent to be dressed up sharp, whatever I'm representing,
Sure.
I don't think so.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that is why you have to invest. Yeah, hire slowly, fire quickly. I like that.
It's a good term for sure.
It's a good term for sure. Yeah. The secret sauce that I want to know from you is how do you guys manage this at scale? Is there a program that you run? Is there a technology that you have deployed? Is there a technique that you're training your torchbearers who are taking it from you and then bringing down top to bottom. What is that secret sauce? Because managing customer experience at scale is not only a problem student housing, it is probably everywhere.
It's a multifaceted approach.
Okay.
Right? You're not going to just do one thing and be done with it.
Yeah.
It's a top-down approach as well, and it's follow by example, right? And so when your executives and your regionals come to visit your property, they treat the residents. I've been with owners that pick up trash on the way to just walk the property, right? And the owners are picking up trash. What does that tell the rest of your staff that's walking with the owner? Maybe we should pick up some trash, right? So it's follow by example. But what I'm saying is it's multifaceted because it's you're visiting with your staff and you're training them, and you're not just saying, okay, that's the training. It's consistency of that training. And I'm not saying like you're sitting down with them in a classroom and you're training them that way, but it's literally you're holding their hand and you're showing them what the expectations are, right? Back to you're making them invested into what are your influences when you're in this role? How important is your role to the overall success of the asset, right? And it's their investment and them being good stewards of the investment that create that consistency all the way around, right? They hold each other accountable, and their ability to continue on in that process even after the owners and the corporate staff leave and there's no eyes on the property. Are they consistently following what has been going on? And how do you keep that consistency? What I've always said in regards to the secret sauce, that when owners and the corporate office come to your property, they're coming. You clean up the property, you make sure everything looks great. Jason and his team are coming.
Yeah.
Make sure the trash chutes,
Yeah.
Are clean, and
Pristine.
everything looks great. And the executive team and the owners look and, well, everything's great. Congrats. Good luck on leasing. We know you're a little bit behind, but keep
you can do
keep
that.
hustling,
Yeah.
right? And then when the ownership and the corporate staff leave, you get back into your rhythm and you get back into your bad habits associated with the property. But what people end up forgetting is that the owners and the people you should be caring about live at your property every single day. And those are the people you should be worried about what they think of your property. Those are the people you should be impressing. The tagline.
Residents are the CEO.
You got to treat your residents as if they are the CEOs and the owners of the property. Bottom line. It's that consistency across all your assets that make you a force to be reckoned with.
Teddy used the one term that I think sums this all up, and it's accountability. And it's accountability of the company's standards. Like every company has their SOPs or their KPIs or their training programs, and I certainly feel like ours are some of the best in the industry, but it doesn't matter unless somebody's holding them accountable to the standard.
sure.
And that means every day. Yeah, Teddy used the story a minute ago about an owner picking up trash.
Yes.
And I've seen it. I mean, and it's powerful. And it'll make a staff member feel like this when that happens. What we train is...
You try to grab it from the
right.
owner.
Yeah, you
I
will
got it, I got it.
You will do anything in the world to do that.
It's not a good feeling.
It's not a good feeling.
We always train, you're ready to get promoted when you think like an owner.
Yeah.
And an owner thinks, I'm picking up trash in my living room, right? Like that's their living room, even though it's outside. And when a staff member gets to that point, they're ready to move up the ladder. But that means they're being held accountable every day. They're holding their staff accountable. They're holding their maintenance team accountable because they're thinking like an owner. And most people have no idea what that means.
They don't.
But if they put their life savings in there, into that property, how are they going to treat it? Like, that's the mentality you have to have. It's hard teaching people that. But I will tell you this. I go on properties, I pick up trash. Like, that's just, I've always done it, and I do it to prove a point to my team.
It's a powerful example.
It's a very
Yeah.
powerful example.
And
Yeah.
I'm not overdoing cleaning toilets, cleaning up throw up, picking up trash, whatever needs to be done. Like, that's part of the job.
Yeah.
And when people have the mentality, that's not my job, that's the porter's job.
Yep.
That's, again, where's the door? Get out of here. Everything's your job, because you have to think like an owner.
We never ask any of our staff members to do something that we wouldn't do.
We wouldn't do.
Absolutely.
That's powerful. I think that's really powerful. It's like a general in the army. If I would not go, or if I would
Risk
not
your
die,
life.
Yeah, if I would not die on that hill, I would never ask you to do that either. But if I'm doing it, you better be standing with me, or you leave. As simple as that.
Correct.
I like that.
Correct.
I like that. I think that is the only way, because you can name different terminology, psychology, hair, everything, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, it has to be led by example. Yeah.
For sure.
I think that actually helps a lot, gives a lot of context to it. Because I've always wondered how a company that grows from, say, about 5,000 beds to 500,000 beds in the future, how would they be able to maintain that experience?
Training is all about modeling behavior that you want your staff to do each and every day. Like, that's part of leadership. You certainly want to set the example of how to do it. Then you want them to do it. Then you want them to teach somebody how to do what you taught them to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's all modeling. That's all leadership. And lead by example is a true thing.
Yeah, I think there's no rocket science to it. There's no secret sauce to it in that respect. But I think that is a tougher part for people. People just don't get it. People like picking up the trash again, coming back to it, because it's such a big memory for me. Even meeting a customer, just knowing their name, taking the effort. Like, when I was starting early, it used to be like my mentors were very good at that time. I was fortunate to have great mentors at that time, and knowing somebody's name is something that we learned pretty early. We did not understand the meaning of it, but I came from a generation where you'd never question your bosses. Never. They said, hey, AB, you have to learn the name. Okay. Every restaurant that I'm going in, hey, what's your name? What's your name? But now, probably spending so much time there, now I'm able to tell my team that, hey, my son as well, that, hey, when you go to a restaurant, check out somebody's name. It just humanizes the whole experience.
Of course.
It's not transactional anymore.
I think one piece of advice that I'd give to every property manager out there is get your butt up from your office and go answer the phones at the front desk and go give tours and go with your maintenance team and run tickets with them and go with the porter and do rounds.
Be visible.
That's what leadership's all about.
Be visible.
Be visible.